Hey kids, welcome back to Guitar Quackery Live. We are doing yet another live stream here from Guitar Quackery. Here, there's my business card right there. Yeah, you see? Okay. Guitar Quackery is the smallest guitar repair shop in New York City. Remember that. But it's also something else. It's actually a YouTube studio with a guitar repair shop. So, YouTube studio, which means we're doing YouTube. So, I guess you could say I'm a content creator that also repairs guitars. I used to be the other way around. Now I'm this way around. Yeah. So, that's it. Oh. We have an interesting guitar on the workbench. So, one thing that I do when I repair guitars sometimes is I send a text message to the owner of the guitar so he or she can watch me in real time as I work on their guitars, as I butcher them. We don't have an audience yet, so I'll give you a minute. Another thing that I've been doing these days is Instagram. So on Instagram, I post stories. That's called a story, right? So it's a short video that is going to announce a few minutes ahead of time that I'll be working on a guitar. There will be a live stream. So if you catch the story, you can then go to Guitar Quackery Live on YouTube, this channel, and, catch me in real time and, hopefully not miss the beginning. But people have missed the beginning. Now we have 2 viewers, I guess. Well, it says kind of 2 and then it says 0. And here it says something about setting some goals. Okay. Oh, I'm going to set the goal of 5 super chats. Set timer 30 minutes. Now we're going to put a 1-hour timer on it. And what happens after the goal is I'll do a Q&A. Should I do that? I don't know. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I'll do a Q&A. Set goal. I really don't know what that means, but it says it right there. It says it right there. So, let's get to work. The guitar on the workbench is this one. Where are we here? Well, it's an Electra. And I want to be monitoring the chats. So here it is. Now I can watch it as well. And if you chat with me, I can see it right here in front of me. So it's an Electra. I don't really know exactly what I'll be doing to it. I need to first, look at everything and then determine what I should be working on. I had 2 viewers, now I have 0 viewers. But that's what it says, 0. Okay. I guess I wasn't entertaining enough. This isn't an entertainment channel, it's an educational channel. Okay, let's see. Yeah. First, let me look at the nut. I'm just going to eyeball it for now, just like that. Want to make sure there's a little space left. So we can eyeball it, or we can use feeler gauges as well. So let me do it with the feeler gauge this time. There's other methods as well. So this passes through, this passing. Yeah. We want a little space there, maybe. Sometimes it's okay if there's no space. Like here on the B string, there's no space. And there's no space on the E. Not even like that. So I suspect, well, I can hear the buzz. I'm not sure how much the mic was able to pick up, but definitely we have a low nut. So let's write that down on a post-it note. We're gonna be doing a nut job for sure. Yeah, I'll write it down so I don't need to. Oh no, you know what? Not post-it note. I have notes right there in the computer. Let me see. I probably wrote that down already. Let me see. I did not. Okay. I have a top budget for the guitar, which I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you know, it's a customer thing. So E1 slot 2 low buzzing. And let me check the B, because that B was also kind of, it's not buzzing, it's not quite as low, but it doesn't matter because the E is too low, therefore we need a new nut. One thing that we want to check is always that the truss rod works. And I believe I already checked that when the customer was here, because I can see that this is open. Looks like a 5mm thing. Yeah. Here we go. Maybe, how about this? Let's take a straight edge. This is just a preliminary measurement, not really adjusting anything. Just, okay, so when it wiggles like this, that means I have relief. Now I want to check how much. So all I want to know is it adjusting? So I'm not going to be setting up the relief. So here we have 6 1/1000ths. Okay, so now if I tighten it, we should have less. And you see, we do have less. And if we loosen it, obviously this is going to go through, and the thicker one also goes through. So we can keep it around here for now. Oh, I don't think you even saw what I was doing. It was off screen. Yeah, I was adjusting the truss rod just to test it, just to see if it's working. And it is working. Because if the truss rod doesn't work on a guitar, well, we're not doing a setup for sure. Okay, we have 4 viewers. Welcome to the show. We'll be doing a nut job on this guitar. We need to do some fret work as well, because I can see here that we have some dimples on some of the frets. Let's document this. Okay. Let's see, too much light. Gotta set the exposures right. All right, so let's have a look at this. We are looking at the first fret right here. So there's a dimple here, like I said, too much light. So when the strings are rusty like this, they are going to chew through the frets quicker. Yeah. So one thing to remember is if you play the guitar, your hands are touching the strings, so sweat, acids, and all that is going to, eventually make the strings corrode. So if you play the guitar and you're playing for a few days, weeks, whatever, and then you put the guitar away for a couple of months, don't just start playing it, because the strings are going to be probably rusty like these. Okay, so look at the strings, change them, clean the fingerboard, and then play. So I think we at this point should just remove the strings. The bridge is a little bit collapsed. Yeah, so I'm not sure if this is like a straightforward ABR1 bridge that maybe the customer wants to replace. I have now this is a Nashville. Okay, let's remove the strings. You know what? This is what power tools are for. So you can cut strings off without unwinding them, but I like to unwind them because this way I actually get to test the tuning machines. So start slow, make sure you do a full turn on the shaft. You can monitor this, and you know the tuner works in this direction. Same thing here. But just to answer one of the common questions, it doesn't hurt the guitar if you just cut the strings off at full tension. If you think of a Floyd Rose equipped guitar, you can go into a full dive from full string tension into no tension at all, and it doesn't hurt the neck, right? Okay, all the tuners work. We remove the strings and I recycle them. I'm big on recycling. Recycle, reuse, repurpose, all that. Speaking of, I just recently posted something on Instagram that went viral. And I'm happy that it went viral because I was showing some guitars that I built out of garbage, basically, out of scraps. And I, like that, because otherwise those scraps would have ended up in the dumpsters somewhere. And now they became guitars. And I'll be building more, hopefully soon-ish. And I'll let you in on a little semi-secret. I see that some of the usuals are here. So Dr. Jeffrey Boyle is here. Dr. Stefan Skogan. And they are saying hello and good evening to each other. And we just got a sixth visitor, I guess. Sixth viewer. Well, kind of fifth, because one of the viewers is actually my phone. So we got 5 people watching. So we were saying about something about, oh, this is a brass nut. I didn't even realize that. That is, in fact, a brass nut. And we need to replace it because this is too low. It also just fell off. It's been worked on before, which is probably why it's been cut too low. But this is there's a whole buildup of glue there, which I want to look at, because we're going to need to remove the glue, whether or not we are whether we are changing the nut for a new one or reinstalling the same one. We can't just leave that dried up glue there. So here, so this is the nut shelf, and you can clearly see all this glue right here. Okay, so this needs to come off so that we can install the new nut. And I am going to be using a heat gun. It's right here, right now. Why don't we do this? We got to do it. I can't avoid it. All right. So let's do it. So this live stream is being charged by the hour. It's one of the reasons why I do live streams. It's not the only reason why. So I need to keep the chats to a kind of minimum, right? Well, no, I can chat. I just got to keep working. We have a budget. I'm trying not to go over the budget. So heat gun and little chisel. I'm going to put the links. Heat gun. Okay. And these utility knives as well. Edit. So chisel. 3mm or 1/8 of an inch. It's actually 3mm. It's very close to 1/8 of an inch. Save. Okay. And so this little chisel works well for Fender guitars. You know what? I might want to use a bigger chisel. Well, let's see how it goes. Oh, and these blades. Oh, yeah. Why don't I... See, I keep changing my mind. So this is, and I already put a link. So these links are, as I always am required to say, Amazon affiliate links which pay me a small commission, blah, 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 at no extra cost to you. Let me see. I might want to put this blade, which is a chisel blade. Like that. But I put some sandpaper on top, so I gotta remove it. Maybe save it for later, because it's cut to size. I put the sandpaper on the other side of, not where the blade is, but at the other side. Like this, okay. So I'll save it for later. Yeah, I think I'll be using this one because it's the right width for this nut shelf. Okay. I always like to put blades away, close the lid, and play it safe. Okay. Let's get to work. So now I really need to do it actually this way, right? Am I zoomed out? No, I'm good. I'm expecting 3 drop-offs today. I've been really selective lately to not take too much work. I turned down a whole bunch of work, just let some people in, but the rest of them I tell them that I can't do it. Because I can't. Like yesterday, somebody was contacting me about a $300 guitar. I said, well, the work is probably going to cost more than, because it's at $300 new, than the value of your guitar. So this is the heat gun. I'm going to turn it on and start blasting. I can see a little separation here on the binding, maybe. I don't know, I'll check. The heat does help 100%. So, hold on, what is this black layer? Should I be removing it? I don't know. Let's go conservative first. But we have this glue here. that needs to go. So I don't know what that black layer is. Maybe just paint from the factory. Obviously, once I clean the nut shelf, we'll be able to reinstall the same nut, put at least the high E string on, which was the one with the problem, and oh no, what am I thinking? So if the nut was not seated well, it would have been too high, but it was already too low. I do notice that that black layer of whatever that is, paint, we don't see it here on the travel side. We only see it on the base side. Okay. Preliminary cleanup. And you know, as soon as I sit, I started feeling sleepy. I went to bed late again, and I woke up early again because my mind is just buzzing creatively. I have a lot of ideas for the YouTube channels, and I've been doing some editing today and some writing. Well, that's what it is, right? So like I said, I no longer think of myself as a repair technician with a YouTube channel. I more think of myself as a content creator with a guitar repair shop. I think of this place as a YouTube studio with a guitar repair shop, not the way it used to be, which was a repair shop with a YouTube studio. Now it's a YouTube studio with a repair shop. So this is, okay, just a bit expanded there. Oh, it's a Gotho bridge. Yeah, it is collapsed a little bit. So that's what it is. It's a little bit collapsed. Oh, I need to send off my strings. The bin is going to start overflowing soon. The Dario, the great company, string manufacturer, they have a recycling program for strings. They work with another company. I don't know exactly. They explained it to me. The other company picks up the strings, or they send it to them, something, and then they do something. They don't make new strings out of the old strings. They do something else, I guess, out of metal, right? They melt it all, and yeah. But it's weird. You can also include nylon strings. So I guess if they melt it, you know, the nylon is just going to burn, unfortunately. You know, it's a little recycling effort. Unfortunately, it's not going to make a big difference on the planet, but, you know, better than nothing. And Guitar Quackery participates in that. So I want to make sure that that binding is not coming off here. It's not. There's just a little gap there. Well, we do have a little motion on this side on the binding. Yeah, let me focus. So there's a little gap here. You can see this. There's the little separation. And let's check this side. Oh, there is a motion, right? So we should glue it and then clamp it like this, right? At some point. That's what I would recommend doing. I guess that's what I'll do. Let's go over the fingerboard, the fretboard. I didn't like sell any specific services for this. We just said we're doing an overhaul, right? We'll discover what it needs and do it and keep it on budget. So that's what we're doing. It might need to get a level crown polish. I don't know yet. This one's just a tiny bit high. Let's mark it off. This side over here. Mm-hmm. Well, it seems like there's one high fret here. I think I saw a little, oh yeah, here as well. Not a big deal. We can just use the fret kisser. Let's see if we are going to need to level all the frets. I guess I'll soon find out. Mm-hmm. So what I'll do here, just to avoid, so I always recommend, you know, I could be upselling services all the time, and that's not really, well, yeah, I do upsell. I just don't sell what's not needed. So I always say, you want to do as little work as possible, but as much as needed. And I would say this, you know, is something to remember about fretwork, right? Because fretwork is always the removal of the material. So we want to remove as little as possible when we do fretwork. You never add material to the frets. It's just removing. Let's see. Any chats that I need to answer? Nope. Yeah. So we want to make sure maybe that we have, you know, how much of a back bow we're going to have here in this section that I'm working on. Not really, but whatever. I do have this toy, so let's use it. Those are straight edges. This is a short. This is a 6.5 inch one. So yeah, it's rocking a little bit. So we have a little bit of a back bow, which is what we want to do this kind of little leveling, right? Spot leveling. And I want to do it like this in this area where we have all these dimples. One thing is, like, I have this great neck rest, so there's great distribution of the pressure. Maybe I even put it more like this because I'm working in this area. can still see the dimples. Yeah, I was talking about building guitars, right? I have a certain communication with a certain company that is so far going pretty well, and it really isn't about building guitars. That's not what the deal is about. But it will probably, if I'm able to put together the deal, right? Meaning if they buy it, I'm gonna have to build a few guitars for the idea to go through. I can't tell you what the idea is because obviously I haven't discussed. I mean, I haven't signed anything like a NDA agreement, nothing like that. But I just know that I shouldn't be discussing all the details on YouTube, right? And it's not even about how many are watching now, 7 people. About the 7 of you, it's just like, people can watch replays and who knows. But yeah, so I am discussing things with a certain company. And it's something that I've developed over the course of a few years that I think would benefit the company. It would also benefit society, which is important. It would benefit music, guitar playing specifically. So you just saw me, I'll get back to this. You just saw me go over the entire fingerboard, right? So I just, take off anyway, even if there were no rocking. There's always something that's slightly uneven, right? So I'll just even it out. Not always, but yeah. I would especially to be expected on guitars like this. It's much better. We still see a few little dimples. So just a little more here in this area. Yeah. So I'm doing this diagonally. Sometimes like this. Okay, I think that's good. I see a dimple on the other side, so not going all the way through. I don't know how that happened, but it did happen. And now, crowning files. No, that's not the right size. It's got to be this one. Or maybe this size? No, that's not it. Okay, I'm starting to feel sleepy again. So dimples from the strings on the frets are not sorry, I'm falling asleep. Through the entire fret. What was it saying? Something else. Dimples on the. Sorry, I should be standing. Okay. Oh yeah. So the dimple, if that's the width of the fret, the dimple, sometimes when you level off the top, it kind of like only is visible on this side. So now when you crown it off, you might be able to completely eliminate it, right? By removing surrounding material, obviously. I'll see what kind of results I get. I didn't have a coffee this morning. But you know what I'm going to buy? I'm going to buy that mud that I saw commercials on ads on Instagram now. I never watched Instagram before. Hold on, let me just drink. Some kind of a coffee alternative. It's not that I don't want to drink coffee. It's just, let's mix it up a little bit. Mushroom brew. So not mushroom coffee, because there's no coffee in it. It's called mud water. And they say that they sell at Target, so I went to Target. I really don't want to order it online and yet another package, yet another box to recycle. See, I don't know what to do with all these boxes all the time. I save and then I hoard them, and yeah, I do reuse them for things, but not every box. So I would like to just go to the store and buy it. It's called mud water. I guess you've seen the ads. Okay, now I'm awake again. And I don't want to have a coffee now. Oh, what time is the customer coming? Let me check my... Okay, Stefan says some water and a breath of fresh air. Well, I don't know how to get fresh air here, but there are no windows. This is in a basement. Can't open the window. Yeah. Yeah, so I wrote some emails. You know, I just woke up early again, and I just couldn't go back to bed. Just had too much on my mind. So I had to write some things, some ideas, and because if I don't write down ideas, they just, you know, they're just gone after even just an hour. And I don't use all my ideas, obviously. Sometimes I just come up with these old Chinese proverbs, right, that I need to use on the main channel. So sometimes they just come to me, and then I got to write it down. Otherwise, I'll never remember. That's not what it was today, but I'm just saying as an example. So, yeah, I'm just, you know, recrowning these that I've leveled off. And here, I can show you more of a close-up, I guess. yeah, I can kind of see a hint of a dimple here and there. But remember, we're also going to be sanding them, so I think we'll be good. And this way we avoided doing a full level crown and polish, which would remove more material from the entire fingerboard and would cost more. Not that I have any objections if I make more money, but I don't need to make more money on this guitar. There will be another guitar, right, taking its place. So right now I am overflowing, like, with guitars, and some of the guitars that I have in the storage are guitars I want to give away. So I even sent a text message to a certain person because I said I want to give away a guitar, and then I did not get a reply, and then I saw that person in person. I said, hey, oh, I'm moving. Okay, all right, so you're moving. But still, just text me a reply. There's another thing, and I don't want to say too much. A little bit of a heartbreaking story. It involves a young lady who needs help, emotional support. And I actually fixed her guitar. Fixed. I did, I didn't repair it, but, setup kind of thing. And I picked up on her needing some emotional support and stuff. So just wanted to help a little bit. So I actually did a little extra work on it because, it was just the right thing to do. And I just received the other day a text message with a picture. So the guitar fell to the floor and the headstock broke off. So because I don't really know her, right? Not really know her. I mean, I kind of know her, but I said, listen, come and pick up a guitar here. I'll just give you one. I don't know how I said it. She was kind of like, what do you mean? And I said, no, just come and borrow it and, bring your other guitar. We'll see what we can do. So she didn't even want to borrow it. I said, no, you don't understand. I have too many guitars, and I don't even know how many. And some of them I have because I want to do guitar giveaways. And I then also said, okay, I'll text you a link to see some of the giveaways I've been doing on the channels. I said, if you don't want to take the guitar as a giveaway thing, she doesn't want to appear on YouTube, right? Okay, we're not doing that, but borrow the guitar so you have something until the other one is getting repaired. And I'll see how bad the headstock break is. I couldn't really tell from the picture. I mean, I can kind of tell that it was end grain, but until you put it together, you don't know. I might not even charge her for the repair, just to, She's young, in her early 20s. I just picked up on the fact that she needed a little emotional support. when I was talking to her. She didn't tell me details. She just said that this has been, you know, going on for years. Whatever is going on, I don't know. And if I knew, it wouldn't be appropriate to say it on YouTube, obviously. And to anyone watching this, obviously, it's just a generic person. You will never see her because she doesn't want to be on camera. Yeah. But she did text me a few times. I gave her some advice on, so she plays another instrument, and she just wanted to pick up the guitar to learn. And I gave her some, you know, advice on that, and that actually worked out for her. So she has texted me a few times just to show that it's working out. But like I said, the last text was a picture of the guitar with the headstock broken off. Sorry, I'm laughing. I feel bad because she spent all this money fixing. I mean, you know, doing more setup kind of thing. And, you know, what, a couple of months later, whatever, she no longer has it. And I have a guitar right here for her. I'll show you. She just hasn't picked it up yet. She was going to come on Wednesday, which was yesterday. So I'll give her. I got two guitars that I'm thinking of giving her. I mean, she's gonna borrow. Okay, so this Fender probably, and if not, maybe a Yamaha that looks kind of like this. So once again, she doesn't want to take it, as in a guitar giveaway. She did agree to borrow it. All right, this looks much better. So now I am going to clean the fingerboard. Hey, they're rehearsing. I don't know the guy, but he said hello. So the fingerboard has just a little bit of fret cheese on it, not much. You know, just I can see when I kind of like move my head like this. Not much. So we're going to clean it. This is a brass brush, soft brass. It works great for this. And you go in the direction of the wood grain. Yeah, how you looking for someone? They're going to tell you, yeah. They will tell you. Okay. In the direction of the wood grain. Now, one might ask, is this going to damage the frets? And the answer is, I don't think so. So let's talk about that as I continue to work. Well, the frets are harder than this, right? So this is brass with nickel. And this is brass without nickel. Plus, there's soft and hard brass. This is soft brass. So, no, I don't think it's going to damage the frets. And what usually hits the frets are steel strings, so not even brass, but steel. So I wouldn't worry about soft brass. It also removes all the oxides from the frets. It really preps the fingerboard quickly. It's very effective. As long as you go up and down in the direction of the wood grain. So I'm gonna have to close this door, I guess. I hear the music. Well, I guess when they were opening the door, there's a double door. The outside door is open. So it appears that they no longer make these for whatever reason. So this is this one. I used to have a link to this in the description. But you know, if you can find this, I'm documenting what it's called. Midwest MH27668, and you can see that it's made in USA. So I don't know if the company went out of business or, but this is a really great size. I wish I had bought more, but they were always available on Amazon, and for the past year or so, they've been discontinued. So for whatever reason. Okay, so done with the brush. Let's look at the inside. Actually, let's test the electronics. Now I'd like to have you hear it. So maybe what I'll do is I can put this mic there. Has anyone here received a notification for this stream? I just happened to check. I am not getting notified. So Grandpa Joe says that. So I sent out 2 Instagram posts about this. So as I'm learning Instagram, you can post a reel and you can also post a story. So I did both. A 3-minute reel, kind of like generic thing about the guitar that, you know, I'll be documenting the whole procedure. And then I also posted a story. So I also don't get notified when someone posts a reel or a story that I'm following. And if people follow thousands of people, that means they'd be getting these notifications all the time, right? So I'm not sure how that works. I guess you got to check Instagram to see if. So I guess the only way to do it, I don't know. I'm gonna ask my new collaborator, Eva Sita, because she knows about Instagram. I know she can teach me. But basically, so I'm on Instagram now. So if you tap on my profile, that's one announcement. That was the first announcement for yesterday, I think, or was it today? I can't remember. It was for the headstock repair guitar, right? So now if I tap here, it's going to go to the next one because there are 3 stories now. You can see 1, 2, and 3. So tap here. That's the second announcement, the second story. You can see the second timeline here. And this was, oh yeah, the headstock repair for today. So the previous one was for yesterday. Today, if I tap here, this is now the announcement, a 30-second announcement for this guitar. You can see the guitar right there. Okay, so that's the story. So once again, you access this when you tap on my profile. So let's say if I go to my collaborator Eva's profile, so she posted her stories, right? Like that. If I tap like this, right, I go to the next story. And And the next one, oh, this. So I recorded these things for her, right? Because now I work with her. And those are my recordings. And she did the editing, right? So that's the last story she posted. Again, you get this when you tap on a profile. Now, but if you go to Reels, now here I posted a 3-minute reel. Sorry, this is YouTube here. About this guitar. And that's a generic reel. Just notifying people that I'll be working on this guitar, as in multiple times, and I explain what guitar quackery is, etc. Right? So that's that. Yeah, I was never interested in Instagram, so I'm new to this. But I'm new, and yet only a month. And let me show you this. Only a month on Instagram, right? Check this out. 25,000 followers. And if I go to a dashboard and I look at new followers, you see how it went viral? Now it slowed down a little bit. So those are new signups, yeah? It went viral because of, here, if I go to this reel had 54,000 views, 51,000 views, 18,000. So these two were viral. So if I go to this, it shows here how this is the typical performance on the bottom, very close to the, no space between the X axis and the dashed line, right? So if I go to, let's say this one, which also went viral, you see? Also, this dashed line is close to the X axis. If I go to, let's say this one, which was performing well, now this dashed line is away from the bottom, you see? So that's how it's, because it's, the Y-axis is like up to 5K on this one, right? While on this one, the Y-axis is up to 100K, right? So it's squished in this direction. So, yeah, new and viral. Will be monetized on Instagram soon-ish, I guess. So, testing the electronics. I am going to place, this is a microphone. Now you're going to get some room ambient sounds. Okay, that's the mic right here. Turn it on. Let's see. I'm not getting anything. Oh. Okay. Coil works. This coil works. And that's also humbucker 2 coils, right? So what happens if I do this? I hear some crackling. Nothing here. Okay. I guess. Crackling. I don't hear a difference. So this guitar is also missing some internal modules. So now, put this mic back here. So now you shouldn't be hearing any more ambient sounds. What you just saw is a secret. And let me show you. This is a thing with circuit boards you can put for special effects. Here is a battery compartment, I guess. Used to be. There is no way I can fix this, right? First, I don't have any schematics, and it's just active electronics, and we're missing stuff, right? So those things are being sold on eBay. We'll see. One thing we want to do is we want to open the back, and we want to clean the potentiometers, okay? Yeah. I don't know what's going on, why they're going in and out. It isn't my business anyway. So here we get to see on the inside. It looks clean in terms of, I don't think anyone messed with it. So that's what we want to see. And I am going to spray some deoxit. Oh, it's falling apart. Just a little squirt. It's got to hit it just right. So the potentiometers are not all in the same orientation. If you don't have deoxit, I believe WD-40 works just the same for most part. And now we just want to turn them. I'm keeping the guitar belly down because the liquid is right now coating the surface of the not wiper, the it's basically a PCB board with resistive material on it, resistor basically. So if I turn it upside down, you know, then I guess some of it would drip away, or, you know, whatever. So then we have these two switches. They're sealed. There's no way I can spray. They're completely sealed in Bakelite. There's no way I can spray the deoxit fluid there. Okay, so that's that. I'm happy with this. This is a grounding wire here. This is aluminum, or aluminum, however you want to call it. Put this back. And I didn't hear any crackling on the output jack, so. And I won't be fixing any of the active electronics stuff. Not even the battery holder, because it serves no purpose now. I think that's why some of the settings don't work, because we're missing stuff here. Okay. So we're done with this part. Let's do a little cleaning. We lost quite a few viewers, half of them. I don't know why. I mean, people like to watch unboxing videos. They like to watch Phil McKnight talk and talk and talk and talk. I like Phil. But I'm just saying, you know, he's just talking and talking and talking, and people watch. I guess he's entertaining. I mean, he does tech stuff, but no close-ups like this, no microscope images. And again, I'm not talking against him. Like I said, I do like him. But I'm just trying to get into the heads of YouTube viewers. I mean, if they like, they should be watching him. And, you know, not saying they shouldn't. I'm just puzzled why some of the same people don't come here as well. Not instead of, but, you know, as well, in addition to. I don't know. It's a mystery. So this is not coming off here. Maybe a little toxic chemical will do the trick at some later time. I'll revisit this. And now I don't really feel like I need to remove this tailpiece. I think the two Phillips screws are damaged. I can just cause more damage, so I'll just leave them there. And here, there was some crackling here. I just want to see the state of this whole thing. So let's remove the plate and look inside. And that's also the best way to actually clean the top surface, especially because you can't really clean the surrounding area. There's always going to be some junk there. Now, some people don't want to clean the guitars because they want it to look vintage. Well, there's different levels of cleaning, right? We're not trying to make it look new. So one thing that I just noticed is these are going to be in the way, so I'm going to remove them. And they are a bit damaged, by the way. I'm going to mark this one in red. That's the one on the bass side. So then I can mix them up. This screw is okay. It's turning. But this screw isn't the original screw. It's a completely different screw. So definitely we want to make sure it goes back in the same hole. It's a little bit bigger, which means this hole has been enlarged. We don't want to put that bigger screw in a smaller hole, enlarge the hole, and then put a smaller screw in the bigger enlarged hole. It's not going to hold. I put them in the same order, so we can put them back in the same order. Okay. Now we get to see what's inside. Let's put it here. Oh, very clean. No damages. No monkey business took place here. We're good. Okay, that's good. So this is what I was talking about. This gives you easy access to this area. So now when we clean, let's just let it soak for a minute. Like that. There was a little crackling, which means we are just going to spray some deoxit and wherever the contacts are, and they are on the middle disc. So let's do that. And by the way, the deoxit can also be used to clean the guitar. So if it drips on the guitar, not a problem. Okay. So this can be used to clean the guitar, but this cannot be used to clean the electronic components. So as this thing is soaking, I'm simply going to turn the switch a few times. So the deoxit does a chemical thing, I guess. It softens up the oxides, the layer of oxidation, and then when you turn it, you rub it off mechanically. And I think we're good. Yeah, I'm going to just use a paper towel for the first pass. See? Because I don't want to saturate my cleaning rag with dirt. That's good. And since we're here, we want to check, is this the right size? It's not. We want to make sure that these two screws, which you can see right here, are in fact tight. Yep, just a little bit I tightened. But this is basically clean now. We can put the pickguard back. So this was uneventful, I would say. No drama. We can clean the pickguard as well. So that wire needs to go in that channel. And I think, no, it's not there yet. Okay, so that's a little tricky. There are two wires. I'm looking for something. This. We don't want that wire to be pinched. Okay, that's a little tricky. Okay, so Let's see. This needs to go here. And so I was pinching this part, I think. Yeah, I can see this. I'm pulling it towards me. Ah, now it's gonna be good. Yeah. Is this all good? I think so. Oh yeah. Right? Nice and loose. And now we get to put all the screws back in the same order. Should I narrate this? You see what I'm doing. I guess maybe I put them in this way. So that's the short one. I'll deal with this one later. I think my first customer will be here at 6. I need to check my schedule. There's going to be 3 back-to-back customers, so I need to be efficient. Dropping off. I know that one of the guitars is no big deal. The other 2 I can't remember. Actually, two guitars might be no big deal. Yeah. So this is going well so far. So every time there's a vintage guitar, I have a policy now. It goes by the hour because we don't know what we encounter. And luckily, so far, nothing scary. But like I said, we don't know until we work on it. So these are a little loose. I should have checked this before when we had the back open. Like I said, I don't sanitize anything on this channel. I forgot, right? It happens. But I can still hold this and tighten this. Okay, that's that. The pots aren't spinning. We need to clean this a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like that. I'm gonna wrap it up. Yeah, let me check my schedule for today's drop-offs. When they're coming. Yeah, at 6, then 6:30 and 7, 3 people back to back. So there are 15-minute appointments, but I have a 15-minute buffer when I book them. So should work out just fine. But I need to make sure my workbench is ready and all. So now it's 5:30. So I'll work on this guitar for another 15 minutes, and then we'll stop this live stream. And I don't think I'll be doing any more. Or maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe I will. Yeah, I need to get a whole bunch of work done because of the collaboration. Because now I'm spending some time outside of the shop as well. And you know, if it's a half-hour camera shoot, location shoot, it's not half hour my time. It's a few hours of my time. Okay, Dr. Jeffrey Boyle says, Joe, to the right of Guitar Quackery, did you hit the notification bell? Cool. Cyro C says, cool. I guess it's your first time here and you like the live stream. Yeah, thank you. Oh, the notification bell. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. On YouTube, yeah, to get notified. Yeah, some people don't get notified, is what I hear. Even if they hit the bell. And, yeah, I don't know why. Let's clean the headstock. Oh. I need to reopen my YouTube. Okay. And he says, yes, he did hit it. Yeah, some people don't get notified. That's a common complaint that I hear. Oh, no, I just saw something. Okay, just to document it. So you can see this line. I guess that's a hairline fracture going through the veneer. Not a big deal. I thought that it was maybe showing through because there was a scarf joint. There is no scarf joint. But there's a hairline fracture going through the veneer. All right. Yeah, so, I'm sorry, what's the profile's name here? Again, oh, it didn't update here on my phone. Oh, yeah, Cyro C. So I think you're new here. I haven't seen you before, or if it's not your first time, then I apologize. I don't remember seeing your name. So this live stream is because I'm charging by the hour. But Guitar Quackery is, I call it a YouTube studio with a guitar repair shop. So please make a note of the fact that I said it's not a guitar repair shop with a YouTube studio. It's the other way around. It used to be the other way around, but now it's like this. Which means my main focus is on content creation. Although, you know, content doesn't pay the bills just yet properly. It just adds a little bit of money into my bank account. The emphasis being on the words little bit for now. But now I have a collaborator, which unfortunately is going to leave town, probably. I wish maybe something changes. She says that she'll be coming back frequently, yeah, but she'll be coming back for work. So, you know, she won't be able to hang out here. I already know that. She's super busy. She's busier than I am, actually. Or just as busy. But, yeah, we're working on her content. So, I don't know, things might change just because of my involvement with her content. I actually sent her 2 emails today. I saw her yesterday. It was no time to talk. We were just doing a shoot. And then she had to go to another event, like a networking event. I think that's what she said. She posted some pictures from there. Some fancy pizza place. So yeah, so her name is Eva Sita. I think I put a link in the. Yeah, I should make sure there's a link to her Instagram thing. She makes most of her money on Instagram from the content creation. She also gets paid as a fashion model. I guess more than repair technicians are getting paid for cleaning guitars, which is good. Fine, she should. But she's doing Fashion Week this week, so I can't really see her this week at all. Still communicate. We are communicating, actually. Let me check. Because she did send something through Instagram before, a few times today already. I got to reply to this guy. Okay, no problem. Let me check my texts, also for work. Monday class. That. Let me check my email real quick. Invoice, just what I like to see. Okay, it says that YouTube Guitar Quackery Live is live now, so I do get notified by email. Yeah. I don't know how notifications work. Sorry. I can't figure this out. I also clicked it off, then on again. Yeah, I did the same. Mine was on personalized for some reason. Today, so that's Jeffrey Boyle saying today, I just saw the show was on. Okay. Joe, try to reset your phone, reboot. I don't know. Again, I can't help. And Grandpa says that notifications suck. Okay. Listen, kids, I'm happy with the way this is going. There is something that I didn't notice. Let's put the guitar here, safe. I do have a safe hanger here. It's out of frame, you can't see it, but it's safe. Can you see it? I don't think so. I noticed something that needs to be fixed. Or not. Let's see. Let's look at it closely. So we have these 2 posts, and it's kind of expanded because someone was a little too aggressive with the screwdriver, I guess. So I noticed when I was trying to pull this, it didn't really want to come off. So I think we just need to squeeze it a little bit. And to squeeze it, I think the best way to do it is with a vise, miniature vise. And that's what we'll try. Because we don't want to keep damaging the collar or the hole, right, of the, what is it called? Going through the bridge. Okay, so like that. And I'm just going to put it here. And just squeeze, give it a little squeeze. Okay. We can always squeeze more. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, squeeze more. Ah, you see that? But now on this side, still not. Hold on, so this is the treble side, and this is the treble side. So this is the bass side. I can tell because of the string wear. So the treble side now fits fine. And on the bass side, this one is also a little corroded. Also fits fine, but it's all corroded. And it's still expanded a little bit. I could see, I can tell. But because it's corroded, we are going to clean it. I can see the dust coming off. Yeah. And I clean the bridge. There's always skin particles and stuff stuck in the bridge. I'm gonna wash my hands. Okay, looks good. And now I just dial in the compensation, rough it in. So we're looking at 6 saddles, right? So this one, oh, does it even move? I can't even move it. Oh, wow. Yeah, we need to exercise it a little bit. So this is now moving. Okay, so it's got to be the furthest back, this one. You know what? Let me get another screwdriver, just in case it fits better. Yeah. Now it started to move. There's some corrosion there. Look at that, right? Okay, it's hitting a spot where it, oh. Yeah. So now the G. Oh, friends, I gotta go. Like I said, I would wrap it up by now. 5:44. I said 5:45. I would end it. I need to end it. Okay, kids. So thank you very much, and I really need to go to do some grown-up stuff. Okay. Thank you. There might be another live stream today. Just check Instagram. I will announce it if there is. Thank you. Bye-bye.